All right. This is, I believe, day one of drawing every day, 15 minutes every day, just drawing anything. Yeah, not really sure what to say. It is currently January 24th, 2026, 7:12 p.m. as I'm recording this. The process in which I'm doing this is I draw first and then record a commentary afterwards. So this is sort of like a director's commentary type of shit. You know what I mean? So anyways, where do I start? Why am I doing this? Well, thing is, these past few years I found myself in a pattern of where, the year comes to a close. It's New Year's Eve. Fireworks come. After that, it's a new year, right? I find myself just thinking to myself, wow, I really didn't do much this year. I just let the year pass. Because currently, even until now, my routine has just been I wake up, I eat, I go to school. I'm studying architecture, by the way. I'm second year. And then, you go to school, do your plays, your assignments, your schoolwork, and then you go to sleep, and then you repeat the process every day. It's been like that. Not even in college, but in high school as well. I just found myself stuck in this pattern of not really doing anything. I never really improved myself because I keep analyzing things, overthinking things. And in reality, it's better that you've done something than nothing at all. I think that applies with everything really that you want to do. I given up on exercise because, well, what's the point if I have to adhere to a strict diet? And the fact that I have a fast metabolism, people would debate on that or whatever, but I don't care. I have a fast metabolism. The food goes away pretty fast. I digest things pretty quickly, and I never really get fat. So I would have to eat a lot of food just so I could, build some muscle. But anyways, I don't know why I'm talking about that. Let's talk about MARTY SUPREME. Why I'm drawing MARTY SUPREME? Timothy Chalamet. Well, MARTY SUPREME. I watched the movie. A24, you guys have to distribute this movie internationally because I can't imagine myself just watching this with Hindi subtitles. I mean. I don't know why you guys need to distribute that internationally, but anyways, back to the topic. After watching the movie, I just felt very moved. Also in relation to how Timothy's acting right now. Bro is on a run. He's on a run. He's aiming to be the best. He's aiming to, be the greatest actor he could possibly be. You can see that, through this movie. In the ways he hasn't really broke character. Right now he's very ambitious, and he wants to achieve just greatness. In general, I think that's very moving. And obviously, the people in his life, well, in the movie at least, Marty Mauser just ends up ruining the people around him just so he could pursue his dream of his. But I think that's the price, really. It's not personal. Maybe it is, but the thing is, when you have a dream, I guess, something that's very high, like a higher calling. And in this movie, well, Marty Mauser has a ridiculous dream. People could deem it ridiculous, but you can see how serious he is about this. He wants to be the greatest ping pong player in the whole world. And I think that one of the things I've noticed as well, he fuels himself. He always manages to find the motivation, right? Not really the motivation, but like the drive to become the best. Like I believe it was Endo, the deaf guy. This Endo guy, he has nothing to do with Marty. He doesn't deem him as a rival. Only Marty deems Endo as a rival, and he takes that personally. So he just takes whatever, he just takes anything as fuel in order to continue pursuing his dreams. That's it. Anyways, this is also as to why I'm doing commentaries, because I'm also practicing how to express my thoughts more better. So I guess this is good practice. As you can see, the drawing is looking very bad. I'm not an artist. Even though I took architecture, I don't know why I did, but regardless of that, I used to draw for fun as a kid. I used to make these little characters, these little OCs or whatever, and it's just that I don't know if it's school that has made me resent doing art for fun, but I just want to get back into that rhythm of just no pressure, just sketching and doodling, just for the sake of it. In the world of AI, it's like you could just have whatever AI bot you use. You could have this reference image of Marty striking this pose, and make a drawing. Have the AI do the drawing for you, and it would look maybe better. But regardless of that, I don't really care, because I think there's a beauty in the struggle. There's a beauty in the pursuit of making something look good with human hands, with a human mind. I don't think AI can ever really achieve, something as ambitious as this film, as emotional as this film was. I don't think it can. It could recognize human emotions, and it can maybe describe it, but I don't think it can really emanate the feeling of ambition, of pursuit, of drive. I don't think it can, especially with drama. It's like in a very emotional scene. I don't think an AI currently could generate something that could make a person cry. And it probably has already, like for old people, yeah, but I don't know. But I don't think an AI could generate something as like a person going through addiction, a person going through grief, a person who's like at their last dollar or whatever, trying to make ends meet. I don't think it could show that. Only a human being can express emotion like that. Never an AI. You know what I mean? But yeah, ambition. There's like, it's been adapted in various media. Like for TV, you got The Bear. Great show, very great show. Carmi is very just driven to be the best chef he can possibly be, and in turn he does succeed. But he has this fleshy figure behind him, like in Whiplash, that pushes him to be the greatest he can possibly be. Maybe you need somebody like that in your corner, but it's actually ridiculous the lengths a person would go to achieve greatness. But I feel as though Carmi did this, for all the wrong reasons. He did it to, I guess, receive validation from his brother, but he never really got that. And in turn, his brother, well, I don't want to spoil it. I guess I'll spoil it. But his brother committed suicide, and Now he's like left with nothing but this restaurant that he has to rebuild from the ground up, and going through it, just processing. And he ties his work to his own self-worth, and that can be very dangerous. Moving on to Whiplash, like, I mean, I see so much of myself in Andrew because, well, you know, when like nobody's really around you that much, when you're all alone, you feel like you're all alone in this world. And you've always felt like, I don't know, you're not really anybody. And you've got this drumming thing going on, and it's the only thing that's kind of like making you feel, that makes you feel human, that makes you feel that you want to continue living, because I just want to keep drumming. And if I'm not any good at this, then what's the point of living? What's the point of doing anything? You know, it's like, I'd rather it's at the dinner scene where, you know, I'd rather die an overdose at like 30 and have people remember me than, you know, be rich at 90 and have no one remember me. You know, it's like legacy. But I don't know, like in 1,000 years, does it really matter? You go back to Breaking Bad, another thing that's about ambition. You see Walt. I see myself in Walt, not really. Well, not in that way, but you know what I mean. You see a person in his 50s who has already assumed that his life is going to end, and this cancer thing has been a big plus to that thought that his life is already at an end, and he's just a chemistry teacher teaching chemistry to these kids who don't give a damn about anything. And he's underpaid. Oh, not really underpaid, but regardless, but you know, he's just like, he's getting by. He has a suburban lifestyle pretty much, and you know, it feels, I would say it's like a slow death for him. You know, you can feel that because you're living the same pattern every day, and he just wants to be more alive. But in turn, he just becomes very narcissistic because he felt that, well, his peers have, you know, outgrew him and outpaced him in a number of ways, and they're more successful. And you know, it's just, he feels he's behind, and he just wants to feel alive again. And in turn, he uses his talent for chemistry and uses it for, you know, bad things. He, at first, just, I know, he's convincing himself that he's doing it for his family, but then he gets deeper and deeper, and he realizes that, wow, I actually enjoy this. Or rather, it's the adrenaline, the feeling of getting away, the feeling of winning on your own terms. You know, I mean, I remember that scene where, you know, he negotiates with Tuco. And you know, he throws that rock. He says, "This is a mess," and the whole building explodes. And Tuco succumbs to his proposition, and he leaves the building, just aura farming. He walks to his car, and he just crashes the F out, and he just, you know, that feeling, I believe it just kind of like started there. You just kept chasing that of getting away, of getting what you want, and like, I don't know, like even escaping death and whatnot. You know, he died on his own terms. He lived in his own terms, but in turn, his loved ones, the people around him, end up getting affected, and it's really interesting to think about. But the reason why I'm doing this is essentially just, you know, getting back to what I said earlier, I just want to be able to commit to something for once. You know, I really do. And this drawing, as bad as it is, maybe I'll improve. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. But hey, at least after a year or so, I hope I, get to a year. As you can see, like, if the timers went off, has gone off, but I just kept going because, I want to finish it. I just want to make it look finished at least. But, it's just, I want to be able to commit to something for once in my life, because I've never really committed to anything except school. It's just like, there's got to be something more than this or whatever. I just want to commit to something and try to stay consistent, and I want to take you guys along for the ride. Maybe it will improve, maybe it won't. Maybe it could turn into something bigger. I don't know, but this is day one. Nobody's gonna see this video, not until sometime later. I haven't told my friends about this. I haven't told my family about this. I'm doing this for me. I haven't told anybody about this. I'm just gonna let this grow on its own. And we'll have to see what happens. Because I just keep letting myself down in every way possible, just never committing to anything and never really seeing anything through, except school, that is. But it's just like, there's so many things to do in the world, and I can't just help but think. I can't just keep getting stuck in the same cycle over and over again, and I'm just, maybe this could be a way out of that. I don't know. But also, I don't want to take it too seriously. I'm just doing this for funsies. And I realized that, man, I have a lot of filler words in this. There was another filler word. But, it's just that there's 24 hours in a day. And if I can't commit to drawing at least for 15 minutes every day, then that's just on me. That's completely on me, because it's just 15 minutes. There are 24 hours in a day. You can't set aside 15 minutes to draw something, because it's not really 15 minutes. It's more like 30, because I still have to talk and do this commentary thing, because I can't really draw and talk at the same time. It's really difficult. But here we are. I'm adding details on the pants. I don't know what these are called. The trousers back, probably called trousers back in the day. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, I'm also using a Wacom, if anybody's curious about that. It's not a Cintiq, it's an Intuos, I think. Yeah, it's Intuos. I'm sorry that you guys can't hear the ASMR. I don't know. I just can't draw and talk at the same time. It's my brain can't handle it. So, yeah, that's really the reason why I'm doing this as well. I just want to commit to something and see where it goes, because I can't really, I mean, before this, I had an idea of doing, animation. But then I realized, man, I realized in my schedule, with how hectic school is, I can't imagine setting aside that much time. And obviously this movie says to dream big. I will still continue to dream big, but I think big things come from small beginnings. So this is where I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start small. I don't have the money to achieve what I want currently. I don't have the funding. There are many ideas that I want to do and I want to execute, but for now, I'm just gonna continue to dream big. I'm continuing to draw every day. I'm gonna commit to this, and there's literally no excuse for me not to commit to this, because this is just 15 minutes. How long? When was the last time have you committed to something? Like, ask yourself that. When was the last time? I know many of you are committed to multiple things like school, work, family. But when was the last time you committed to do something that's mainly for you? That is mainly going to benefit you? When is the last time you committed to something that's going to mainly benefit you? That's a long sentence, but anyways, you get the point. It's just, when have you done something for you, and have you stuck to it in the long term, in the long run? Have you done that? If not, follow me, follow my journey, see what happens. Maybe this could lead to something bigger. I don't know. Hopefully it does. But if it doesn't, then at least, after a year or so of this, at least I have like something to look back on. These video, voice memos or whatever. And here I am trying to figure out how to crop this and try to export it. And this is not Marty Supreme. This is Marty Supreme holding a pizza or something. I don't know. And I made the ping pong orange just to make it more movie accurate, I guess. But here I'm searching how to crop. Oh my goodness, this is just great. Yes, but at least I have some experience with Photoshop, so the interface of Clip Studio is kind of very familiar to me. So that's pretty much it. If you guys can help me out on how to get better at drawing and how to use Clip Studio or whatever, just maybe leave some comments below. I doubt that many people are gonna watch this, or I doubt that anybody's gonna watch this at all, because it's just the first video. So no, here's me exporting it, and yeah, and I'm making ignore the torrents, guys. Ignore the elevations folder. That's for college. That's for architecture school. Here I am making a folder. We're going to make history. I believe we're going to make history, guys. This is a folder right here. This is where I'm going to export it, and we're going to name it Day 1 Marty Supreme. I'm going to post this on Twitter and Instagram. And this is the finished product. Yeah. This is the finished product. I'm proud of it. I guess I am. I mean, it's bad. It's a bad drawing. I could do better, 100%. But I know the haters. What am I saying? As if I already have a fan base of haters now. But it's just I'm yapping out of my mind. This is the start of great beginnings. This is the start of new beginnings. This is the start. I don't know what I'm saying, but I know this is gonna be a start of a big journey. I'm going to commit to this every day, and we'll see how it goes. And hope you guys could, follow me to the end. See what happens. That was the last time I committed to something. Go commit it. Go do it. Dream big. Achieve your dreams. Pursue. Be driven. Push yourself. Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Rocky Balboa, Adonis Creed. Just come on. Get up. Do the work. 15 minutes. That's all it takes. What am I saying? Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this goes somewhere. If not, at least, I commit to something, I guess. At least I have something to look back on in the future. So anyways, thank you for watching. That's about it. See you tomorrow.